Good morning. Now we are going to study about receipt and payment. Again, we will continue with the topic types of or receipt and payment. You can notice it that a receipt or payment may be of two types: capital and revenue. So, in receipt and payment account, on receipt side, revenue receipt is also recorded, capital receipt is also recorded. On payment side, revenue nature payment is also recorded and capital nature payment is also recorded. Yes. So now, first of all, before moving further, we should know the basic difference between revenue nature and capital nature, because entire concept of not-for-profit making financial statement is based on this one. So, come to the next slide. Revenue nature receipt. What is this? The receipt of recurring nature. Recurring nature means just repeating nature. In an accounting year, should be treated as income of the organization. For example, subscriptions, entrance fee, admission, sale of old newspaper, rent received, interest received, clockers rent, etc. So revenue nature receipt is of recurring nature. It don't create obligation when it has actually been received. Now come to a capital nature receipt that is not recurring nature. Sometimes it is also explained like that. Revenue nature and capital nature receipt. Capital nature receipt is the receipt that is not of revenue nature. So capital nature receipt is not of recurring nature, that has received for any specific purpose, and it create obligation for the organization. We can take it with the help of an example. I will take your life example based on your life. Suppose your parent has given 1000 rupees. Just have a party for this one, or do anything with this. Not don't cross the limit. Means you have your party, or you can purchase a book, whatever you want, or your according to your will. Suppose you have just gone to a restaurant and thrown a party and expended that 1000 rupees. Your wish. It may be possible that this is a new session has been started. You may also purchase a book. So it has, when your parent has given 1000 rupees, any specific condition was not stipulated there, not given there. So it is of revenue nature receipt, and it will be termed as income for you. Instead of that, when your parent has given 1000 and insisted this 1000 rupees will only be expended for purchase of book. Look, you are receiving the amount with an obligation, with a specific condition, purpose. Then that 1000 rupees will be termed as capital receipt. I think you have got the meaning. And capital receipt is shown on liability side of balance sheet. For this chapter, few example of capital receipt are life membership fee, government grants, endowment fund, legacies. Specific. When a deceased person, I'm discussing about legacies, when a deceased person has left his property in and mentioned in the will that the property should be used for any specific purpose, that legacy will be a capital asset and it will be treated as liabilities for the organization and will shown on liability side of balance sheet. Before going to move further, one keyword, if you can remember, we can create it RIL. R revenue, I income, and L is for liabilities. So whatever is given on receipt side, replace revenue by receipt. RIL means receipt, income, and liabilities. So anything given on receipt either will be treated as income or liabilities. Okay, come to the next. Revenue nature payments. The payment of recognition, or to say the benefit of a payment is exhausted within certain period or in an accounting period, can be termed as expense actually. So here the example of that one: salary, rent, office expenses, printing, stationery, etc. It is mainly for one accounting year. Now come to the capital nature payment. Capital nature payment is actually done, there are two ways mainly, either to increase the assets or reduce the liabilities. So, and it is not for one accounting year, this type of payment affect more than one accounting year. So, if a asset has been purchased, payment has made to creditors, fixed deposit, purchase of investment, government grant, will be treated as capital nature payment. So, we can also create a keyword here, PEA payment will either be treated as expenses or asset, with few exceptions are there. So, in altogether receipt and payment, you should keep in your mind RIL, receipt is either income or liabilities, and payment is either expense or asset. Okay, so now just take few example of that based on the situation. If one thing, we can also take an example. Suppose you have received, the organization has received donation and there is no condition given in that receipt. The donation will be treated as income for the organization, but if donation has received with a specific condition, I mean how the amount of donation should be used, then it is a kind of liabilities because it has been received with the nature, with the intention, or you can say with stipulated condition. So goodbye, we are meeting next.